Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love. I haven't done a pick a card reading for you guys in a long time, so I'm going to do one this morning, and this one is going to be a past life reading. I'm going to be using the past life oracle cards from Doreen Virtue and Brian West. What I'm going to do, I'm going to ask, we're just going to look and see if we get at least one of your past lives coming through. From some people, more than one might pop up, and what lesson is to be learned from this life and from that particular life, and how is it impacting or affecting your current life? What lesson is it bringing to bear? Okay. I do these readings, they're $40, so you can always check me after if you want an extended one, but we're just going to do a mini one this morning so you'll see what it's like. I channeled the message from Spirit, and that will result in 3 cards. We're just going to take 3, and then I read it intuitively, whatever intuitive nudges that I get at that point in time, and then I read from the book so we can start to make connections between the 3 cards and really give you the message about that particular past life. All right, so let's do this. We have 3 piles. We have Amazonite, we have rose quartz, and we have this clear quartz right here. All right, so you take your time, choose the cards, choose which pile is yours. Once I give this a little shuffle, okay. All right. So by now you've chosen your pile. So let's start, okay? First pile up, Amazonite. I love that. It's one of my favorite stones actually. That and rose quartz. And then, well, my new favorite stone is black tourmaline. Amazing for removing negativity. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so I shuffled enough. Let me just give it a cut. And Amazonite, guys, this is going to be a reading. So we want one past life at least to come through. And what lesson are you supposed to learn from this one? How is it impacting upon your current life? Okay. And it's been my experience that these readings have been quite beneficial. Okay, so we have somebody who spent time on a farm. So you may feel that connection to nature, that connection to animals. Let me see what else we get. You might have that longing for country life. Often. So already I'm feeling issues of abandonment here. Self-protection, being defensive. So maybe that's why you're connected to animals, because they have unconditional love. They're not going to leave you. And then I'm looking at how she feels so, look at the card, right? She feels so alien in this kind of city brick and mortar setting. So I'm feeling that as well. Yeah, unloved. And let's get one more. One more card for Amazonite people. So at least one of these is going to resonate with you for sure. I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is where I'm thinking it's the same life. Like you were raised here, you felt this connection to home, you know, you enjoy that animals, that connection with nature, and then you just suddenly uprooted and was like being orphaned. You weren't nurtured by nature anymore. So there's that sense of having no roots. Let me see what else comes out. And then we have scribe or writer. Okay. So you're meant to illuminate people in this life. You see the candle there? You're meant to illuminate people by writing, by the written word. So this could be a blog. It could be poetry. It could be a book. But it says scribe. So I'm really thinking it's definitely some kind of religious or inspirational text. So that's what you're meant to use. So you're meant to use all these experiences here because these were powerful experiences. Abandonment, orphan, that connection to farm, to nature. These are powerful experiences that would have impacted you. You're meant to take the wisdom, the enlightenment that you got from these experiences and write about them to inspire others. I'm really getting that strongly. All right, so let's read from the book now. Let me see if I see anything else in these cards. Yeah, so definitely the connection to animals, the connection to nature. This is what felt like home. So being now in this brick and mortar space, you feel alienated, you feel orphaned, you don't feel protected, and that's why you feel to protect yourself. She's basically in the fetal position, isn't she? She doesn't feel confident. So there are issues of abandonment that surround here, and issues of, not having home, not being at home. Not being at home. All right, let's see what the book says, right? And then we'll see if we can make more connects. Okay, so let's go farm first, because I always read them in the order that they come up, because that is significant. It says, farm. Your past life on a farm is influencing the situation you're inquiring about. Perhaps you enjoyed a simple, happy life, and you crave that simplicity once more. You may have enjoyed the warmth of an extended family during your farm life. Your angels may also be nudging you to become self-sustaining by growing your own food as you did in a prior life. Oh, that's really interesting. Everybody's all about organic food now, so it's calling you to be self-sufficient, to return to the earth, You most likely carried forward your green thumb ability to grow plants well. Also, this card may be asking you to reconnect with animals and nature, which were part of your past lifetime on a farm. If you had a past life accident involving farm equipment, this may carry forward to an unexplained injury in this life. You've also had relationships in that life that you're playing out in this one. And that's why I get this abandonment, don't I? Your body will tell you which situation fits. So notice any goosebumps, chills, or other physical reactions as you read this section. So I really felt this is home to you. This is where you really feel at home. This could also represent the love of family and loved one, and then being removed from that now. So that this feeling of being alone, abandoned, orphaned, it's carried forward even being played out in your relationships. Maybe you expect them to abandon you. You expect them to leave. So you don't trust. You're defensive. Always waiting for them to go. And yet waiting for them to return. So it's a kind of bipolarity, Let's see orphan. The orphan. You drew this card because you had one or more past lives as an orphan. This created a current abandonment fear for you. Did we not say that? In those lives where you didn't have your mother or father's protection, love, and support, you developed great strength and inner resilience, which continues to help you in this life. But sometimes great inner strength and resilience can often make you very defensive and self-sufficient in a kind of self-sabotaging way. So you don't want to rely on others. You crave this connection with people, this connection that you had here. But then you think, what? It's too dangerous to get close to people. They leave. I have to be self-sufficient. And we got this self-sufficient message here as well. I have to be self-sufficient, not just in what I eat, but in my emotions as well. I can't rely on anyone. That's how you feel. They might leave me. So you have this block, this wall. However, I'm going back to the book now. However, you may have also developed survival skills that are double-edged. I just spoke about that. These coping mechanisms help you get by, but they also blunt your heart and emotions. Most likely, this card is a reminder to acknowledge that your true mother-father is God or Source. You're also reminded that you have a family of choice consisting of friends and other loved ones, including your pets. I love how these things come together. In spiritual truth, it is impossible to be an orphan. Your true heavenly parent is always with you. If you tend to isolate yourself, you may benefit from seeking compassionate support from a 12-step emotions anonymous group or a qualified counselor. That is an amazing message. So you've been self-sufficient in your emotions. So it's not just, about growing your own food. It's about, being self-sufficient within self, which is great to a point. But not if it's sabotaging your relationships. All right, let's see scribe now. This is amazing. I really think it's just absolutely amazing. Let me see. Scribe. scribe or write, and I really do think it's illumination with the written word. This card reveals that you had a career as a writer or scribe in a past life, which may be why you're currently desiring to write. You have the natural thinking style of someone who can organize thoughts into the written word. The fact that you had the discipline to sit down and write in that previous lifetime shows that you can exercise the same trait in this life. If you dream of being a published author, this card urges you to pursue that dream. Do research on writing and publishing, and more importantly, write every day, which can be in the form of journaling, letters, creative writing, or non-fiction writing, such as blogs or articles. If you have a strong desire to be a published author and you're willing to put the effort, you can attain your dream. That's amazing. And I really do believe that you have to draw on these experiences here and illuminate people, be that light in the darkness for people through your writing. I'm really feeling that very strongly. I think this is just an amazing message. So Amazonite guys, this is your reading. Oh, no. Let me get a message from your ancestors. I think it's fitting. Let them guide you. What do you need to do now? Whoa. What popped out here? I'm just going to take the first card that popped out, which is going to be this one. And Spirit Fox. So another animal. So you definitely need to connect with animals. It says, trust your talents in changing times. And it came right after that writing card. Guys, this is amazing. And look how gorgeous she is. And then the heart is illuminated. Amazing. All right, let's see what it says. Spirit Fox. One second, guys. Let me just get it for you. 7411. That's a master number. It's also the number of twin flames. So let's see. Let's see what we get, guys. Okay, it says, stay alert as change is in the air. The fox features my favorite animal. The spirit fox features my favorite animal of all. The red fox, an amazingly resilient, and we got resilient all this time. Resilient creature, able to survive in urban environments or the freezing temperatures of the Arctic. So very much versatile. Fox know what's like to be hunted. For centuries they've been suffered their precious fur when all they wanted to do was survive. So the spirit fox can help you overcome the energies of adversity and unfair treatment. Also, urban foxes hide in cities and go about their business in darker hours. The fox offers the medicine of blending in. The energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before, and this can make you feel an edge, but be open to the shifts occurring, because they really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you're being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you be seen for who you are, and trust in your talents in order to be the best that you can be in these changing times. And I really think this is a message for your writing skill. Trust in your talent. Trust in where you're being guided. You have amazing knowledge and experiences that can help others. So, Amazonite guys, this was your reading. I think it was incredibly beautiful. And I thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so the next set of people, let me just put this here so I can make space, okay? Nice. Next set of people is rose quartz. One of my favorite stones. Rose quartz people, this is your reading. You know what, I'm going to put these cards back in. Yeah, I am. Spirit Fox can come out, but these cards are going back in. Okay, let's see, guys. Let's hear about one of your past lives at least, and the impact that it's having on your current life. What lessons are you meant to learn? We're going to take 3 cards. Oh, we have 3. Lovely. Read them in the order that they come out. Medicine man or woman, you are a healer. And you receive prophetic messages through your dreams. You're meant to use this in this life, this talent. You're meant to commune with spirit and bring the message to the others. And whatever downloads you get about healing, medicine, you're meant to use to help. It says Greco-Roman times. So besides this being a healer, you were also here in the Greco-Roman Empire. And again, we have this message of you receiving downloads from the divine. Look at the light coming down there. And you being a solid structure for everyone. You may have also been a leader. A firm foundation which people could have relied on. I'm getting that message as well. And then we have food and hunger. So your relationship with food may be an important lesson for this life. But I'm also seeing, maybe there's also an issue here with you being in lack mentality. And that having an impact upon not just your physical resources, your finances, your emotions, your life. There's a lack. And all this stems from a previous life. And you have to break this lack mentality in this particular life. Know that you have enough. You have sufficient. So you don't need to operate in this lack mentality. You don't need to hoard. Whether hoarding within your body, as in having extra fat. Or hoarding in your home. Being a hoarder. Hoarding food. Hoarding animals. Hoarding emotions. There's enough to go around. You don't have to worry. Hoarding material things. Okay. So let me see. Let's read from the book. Really getting healer vibrations here. Both these cards. And maybe healing people even through food. Maybe a dietitian. Or growing nutritious food that people can ingest that provides healing for them. Oh, healing through herbal medicine. Not just energy healing, and not just healing through the messages that you will bring, but healing through herbs, healing through food. I'm getting that special message as well. All right, let's read the messages from the book and see if we can make connections. Medicine man or woman. Here you go. This card reveals your past lifetime as a healer. You brought this knowledge forward and now it is embedded within your unconscious. This is why you have an instinctive knowledge of healing as well as a natural healing gift. You drew this card to help you gain confidence as a healer. Perhaps you're considering taking classes or entering a healing profession. This card indicates that you have a soul connection to this topic. Whilst there's never a guarantee of absolute success, you have a passion and a calling for healing that can form the basis for a successful practice. So I'm getting whoever picked this pile. You already know instinctively within you that you are a healer. You know the things that are good for your body. You know the things that are good for your people. You can watch people and know exactly what they need inside. And not just about healing their body, but healing their mind, healing emotions. So you may even be a counselor, a psychiatrist, medical doctor, a herbalist, a dietitian. Whatever it is, you're about healing the human condition. You may have an NGO. Whatever it is that really raises the consciousness of humanity. Or, betters the space that you're in. You're a healer. You are a healer. It's your gift. And you must not be afraid of your gift. You have to use it to heal others. To nourish others. To nourish others. You're supposed to nourish others. Okay, let's see Greco moment. This card indicates that you had a significant life in Greece or Rome that's influencing the situation you're inquiring about. You may have noticed that you're drawn to Greco-Roman architecture, culture, and spirituality. Perhaps you've even visited parts of the Mediterranean, which feel vaguely or strangely familiar. Often when we visit places where we've lived in other times, we experience a sense of deja vu. During your Greco-Roman lifetime, you had experiences and relationships that form the basis for your present life situation. You also carry the knowledge forward that you gained in that lifetime. Now that you're consciously aware of your connection to Greece or Rome, spend time researching these ancient cultures and the spirituality associated with those places. Your research could trigger memories and insights, and you'll come into a better understanding of yourself and others. So you may be drawn to these places, the architecture, the power that surrounds these places. You may feel like you need to be a solid structure, a spiritually solid structure for people to rest on. You may be drawn to their spiritual beliefs, their food, their ideologies. And it's because you were there. You were there, that's why you have that affinity. But there's definitely, that whoever you were in that time, you were some sort of spiritual healer. You were the one that received the downloads. And I think you used the downloads to advise government, to advise the people, to build solid structures. And this is what you're called to do now. To alleviate their condition. And I'm still getting that word nourish. Nourish people's body, soul, mind, spirit. Let's see food and hunger. And I really get breaking bread with others, communing with others. I feel that as well. Okay. You didn't have enough to eat in your past lives, causing you to overeat and hoard food. Oh, in this incarnation, you may have a weight or eating disorder issues because you associate eating with fear instead of hunger. You harbor insecurities about whether there'll be enough food in the future, so you may stockpile supplies. You may also serve yourself large portions and make sure to eat everything on your plate, just in case there won't be enough in the future. For some people, this pattern also applies to fears about not having enough water to drink. But I'm also saying this could also be about emotions as well. Emotional hoarding. People jumping from relationship to relationship and they're really just gathering that energy because they don't have that energy inside, or they feel that they won't have enough. So I'm getting emotional hoarding as well. That love collecting. Because you don't love yourself enough. Often just remembering the past lifetime pattern is enough to heal the issue. Understand that the past is over and will not repeat in this current lifetime. The goal should be to learn from it and then to let it go. Also, let fears of deprivation fade away as they are no longer necessary. Open up yourself to abundance. So it doesn't just relate to food. It's your whole abundance, financially, emotionally, all of that. Don't operate in a lack mentality where you have to grab and you have to hoard. Just know that there'll be enough and there will always be enough. Okay? So let's get a message from your ancestors, your spirit guides. I'm going to take this one here that turned over. And let's see what it says. It says trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. So this card was about operating in lack, and now it's telling you how to generate abundance. So let's read this card. Trader 80 reduces to 8, so that's about spiritual strength, drawing on your own strength. It says, make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. The trader brings the lesson and energy of exchange. When he appears, He could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever they may be, in order to expand, or be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both. And we saw this exchange of energy. Look, the energy here come from the universe. For example, if you're a creative person or consider yourself creative, when you share your talents, you are giving them, and when you do so, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It's a beautiful cycle. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will only lead to challenges. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect, and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So it's all about balance as well. So if you're lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you're being invited to share your gifts, your talents, your time, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself, what can you get? Ask yourself, what can you give? The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It could be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back on your feelings, now's the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. So this is how you manifest your abundance. You give. You don't just look to receive. You give, and then the universe gives back. Okay, so pile number 2, rose quartz. That was your reading. Lovely reading indeed. And our last pile, we have our quartz crystal. Guys, let me just sip a little bit of tea. Or maybe you guys need this too. Go get some tea today. Let me just get a little bit. My throat is dry, sorry. It's orange peel tea. It's quite nice actually. Refreshing. Alright, so last pile number 3 and last pile. Let's see. We want to know at least about one of your past lives and how it's impacting upon your current one. What are the lessons you're meant to learn? What are you to release? What are you to learn? What are you to release? Alright, you got a little bit more than most. You got 4 instead of 3 cards. Let's see what happens. Let me put this up here. Let me give you a little space. Nice. Alright, so first card. Ooh, mother figure. So maybe you are a mom in a past life and you desire to be a mom again. Or your relationship with your mom in this life is very significant and needs healing. I'm also seeing that this relationship is to teach you, because we have this book, is to teach you something, a very important lesson. Now, mother energy, feminine energy, is about being receptive. It's about being intuitive. It's about being nurturing. And it's about self-sacrifice. Now, all these are good qualities. But if it's taken to the extreme, or if it's used on other relationships in a kind of codependent way, then it could be self-sabotaging to us. So maybe you take this mother energy and you extend it to your partner. Nothing wrong with that. It's good to love, nurture, share yourself with your partner. But if you do it in a way that it is not self-sustaining, as in a way where you sacrifice everything for your partner, or you treat your partner like your child, where you emasculate them, or if you are a guy, you kind of patronize them, then this could be negative as well. So you really have to examine the relationship, or the feminine energy relationship with your mom, or the feminine energy that you're putting out there, because this is significant in this particular lifetime, and it's meant to teach you something. Okay, it's meant to teach you. That's intuitively what I get. Oh, we also get Native American, and again I get shaman, I get a spiritual journey, I get a healer, I get receiving prophetic messages from the universe, I get a soul journey, I also get being receptive. We talked about feminine energy, and I get being receptive. So in this life, you are very spiritual, you are very intuitive, and it's all about opening up your spiritual gifts. You see the door is open? Opening the door to spirit, communing with spirit. This is one of your challenges or goals in this life. And then it says unrequited love. I have never pulled this card before. Maybe in your past life you had an unrequited love experience. And what this is causing now is you being defensive with the people that come into your life. Because it takes a very long time for you to trust. Maybe you feel that you are undeserving of love. And it's hard for you to receive love in this life. Because you don't think that anybody could fall in love with you. This is a lie. And you have to stop telling yourself that story. You deserve love. You deserve to be loved the way you want to be loved. You deserve unconditional love. So you have to change the story that you're telling yourself. You are deserving. You are lovable. Why wouldn't anybody love you? You came from source. Source is love. Therefore, you are love. And you deserve love. You are lovable. And the next card, we get farm again. So that connection to nature, and we get this in this card. So that connection to nature, spirit, that connection to animals. Maybe you even have an animal angel, animal spirit that you connect with. If you do, then look up what that means today, because I'm really feeling that in this card right now. I didn't feel it in the first pile, but I'm feeling that right now. Animal spirit. You need to connect with animal spirit. Farm. Green. Home. I'm feeling home. A sense of security, a sense of beauty, a sense of love, a sense of peace. Maybe this is what you need to achieve in this lifetime. We're going to read from the book, and let's see, because I'm really very curious about that unrequited love card. I've never pulled that card, ever. All right, let's see Mother first. Let's see what's the message there. We have Mother. Oh, it's a totally different message from what I gave you. But anyway, I'm bringing the message from Spirit, and I'm now going to bring the message from the book. It says this card indicates that your mother in this life was also with you in other lifetimes. This is actually a very common occurrence. The mother-child relationship is a significant emotional and physical bond. If you enjoy a healthy and loving relationship with your mother in this lifetime, you are probably drawn together again because of your fondness for one another. However, if your relationship has been challenging, this indicates that you need to balance the karma through your forgiveness. So maybe there's a kind of tug and pull relationship with your mom, and eventually you have to balance that off. You have to be the one to initiate that balance, to offset that karma, to forgive them. They know not what they do. They're just a soul having a human experience too, and they would have done the best that they could with the tools that they had. Even if you didn't know your mom, just know she did the best that she could with the tools that she had. And it's time to release any kind of hurt, any kind of pain. You have to release it. Any kind of slight you may have felt from her, release it so that you may have peace. Your feelings about your mother are directly related to your ability to manifest abundance, as mother energy is all about receiving. See, I told you, receptivity. If you have blocks with your mother, you most likely have developed control issues that prevent you from receiving help from others or from the universe. You have to release. So this card asks you to do more personal work concerning your mother. At this time, you may wish to add past life regression as an adjunct to other therapeutic methods. So that's a powerful message there about mother, because it is so directly linked with your abundance, and not just your financial abundance, but also your abundance in other relationships as well. Okay? We have Native American. And it's actually the card that follows directly after Mother in the book. So this is going all according to plan. It says this card signifies that you had an important life experience as a Native American. But this could be any indigenous person, okay? which is connected to your current journey in this life. If you're drawn to Native American culture, artifacts, spirituality, this is because they are familiar to your soul. Studying Native American teachings can help you to awaken ancient memories and knowledge that you already have stored within you. This card also signifies indigenous cultures from other countries as well, which is exactly what I was telling you. We here in the Caribbean and a lot of Latin America, we have the Amerindians, or what we call the American Indians, or indigenous peoples, or we call them all First Peoples. You have like the Warahun in Venezuela. I'm just talking about the places that are close to us. The Siboney, we still have some in Dominica. Why am I getting lost? I know this. This is one of my passions. All these indigenous people, maybe you feel that connect. I feel that connect because my father is from the Commonwealth of Dominica, and we still have indigenous peoples there. I mean, they're on a reservation at the moment, but their culture is very much part of the main landscape, especially the basket weaving, some of their spiritual practices and so on. Oh yes, I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. Well, not on a tangent. I think it's very important. I really have a lot of respect for the First Peoples because they are their foundation, and they're still very much linked with traditional medicinal practices and traditional cultural expressions. Perhaps you have some hidden anger or pain because of a battle or loss during your time as an indigenous person. This is very important as well, because we know that some of the colonizers came, or you could have been a colonizer and then you feel this guilt as well. Some of the colonizers came and they brought a lot of disease and genocide. So there's that anger there as well that you need to release. As with other past life traumas, a session with a qualified regressionist can help you heal this old energy. In this way, you can retain the lessons and love from that past lifetime and release painful blocks. So I really think, connecting with this this experience, whether through culturally or spiritually, is going to be very beneficial to you. Or even just diving into the history of it, making that connect. Listen, a tree without roots cannot grow. So you have to go back to base. Know where you came from and then you grow. Alright, so the unrequited love card that's intriguing me. Never pulled before. But it seems so very powerful right now, actually. This card indicates that you had a painful experience with an unrequited love in a prior lifetime. Wow. The person you love deeply didn't share your feelings, and you may have felt betrayed or abandoned. This individual may be in your present life. So think about who is triggering you in your present life. Who is making you feel unloved? Who is making you feel codependent? This is the person. These experiences of unrequited love may be negatively. Ooh, I'm getting truth chills. This is important. This experience is maybe even it's important for me, and I'm getting more truth chills as well. These experiences of unrequited love may be negatively affecting you now. For example, you might distrust your lover's intentions. This is a message from me. Or his or her ability to make a monogamous commitment. This is a message for me. Sometimes those doubts have a basis in current reality. However, romantic insecurities can also be a product of prior lifetimes. When that occurs, the unconscious insecurities are difficult to pinpoint or heal unless they are consciously realized. This is where irrational jealousy and neediness may actually ruin an otherwise good relationship. Sometimes the best cure is past life regression for couples, so that you can both remember the situation that caused you pain in other lives. I've always had the distinct impression that in the past life he did not choose me. And I always feel like he's not going to choose me again. Okay, but enough about me. You're having this experience too. And Spirit is telling you to release this because you will sabotage this relationship. You're meant to come back together in this life to heal this. And our last card, Farm, which we read before, but you would not have been tuned in. We read Farm, connection to animals, and I'm really getting, and I didn't get in the first pile, even though this card came out, you need to connect to your spirit animal. Your spirit animal is going to show you the way. It says your past life on a farm is influencing the situation you're inquiring about. Perhaps you enjoyed a simple, happy life and you crave that simplicity once more. You may have enjoyed the warmth of an extended family during your farm life. Your angels may also be nudging you to become self-sustaining by growing your own food as you did in a prior lifetime. You most likely carried forward your green thumb ability to grow plants as well. Also, this card will be asking you to reconnect with animals and nature. I told you. Which were a part of your past lifetime on a farm. If you had a past life accident involving farm equipment, this might carry forward to an unexplained injury in this life. You've also had relationships in that life that you're playing out in this one. Your body will tell you which situation fits, so notice any goosebumps, chills, or other physical reactions as you read this section. So, let's get a message from angels and ancestors, and I think it's going to be, in this part, I think you're going to get a powerful message from them. I really do. I'm going to pick this card that's sticking out. Heart Guardian. Guys, let me tell you something. Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Love and let yourself be loved. I thought we would connect with animal spirit, but you need this one more, it seems. Love and let yourself be loved. Just like your mother loves you, know that you are lovable. Feel that mother's love and let yourself be loved. Look at her. She's not worried. She's loving and letting herself be loved. All right, let's see what is it. Heart Guardian. So don't guard your heart. Okay? It's not that. This is another kind of heart guardian. All right? 104. Love and let yourself be loved. Welcome with open arms, opportunities to give and receive love. It is the highest vibration of all. Don't we always get that card? The Heart Guardian is an angelic energy that can help you call for protection and guidance with all issues surrounding the heart. This is essentially the angel who helps with all relationships, whether they be with yourself, family, or even romantic connections. She can enable you to move beyond any limited fears about trust, discern whom to trust, and understand how you can move forward in a balanced relationship with that person. In this card, she is adorned with a sacred heart and draped in a red cloak to show her capacity to let love lead the way. You are loved, lovable, and loving. What did I say? The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessing that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being who deserves to give and receive love. If you're finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it is due. You are also encouraged to welcome support from others. Learn to receive. Don't try to do everything on your own. If you're working on a relationship or are in a new relationship, this card can usher in energies that allow you to forge a powerful connection with your partner. Love is in the air. Love and let yourself be loved. Okay? Guys, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, as 4-4, set new foundations. That's the time. All right. So I do past life readings. So if you want an extended one, you reach out to me. They're $40, and we get that 4 again. They're $40, and I found them to be very powerful. Okay? So remember, you are made for love. Love and let yourself be loved. And I love you guys. Okay, bye.